morning everyone. In the previous lecture we have learnt about Newton's forward interpolation formula and Newton's backward interpolation formula. Now we look into the next concept, that is numerical solution of algebraic and transcendental equation. First let us know what is mean by algebraic equation and transcendental equation. See here, the equation involving algebraic quantities like a, b, x, x square or x cube, etc. are called as algebraic equations. It means that a equation must involve the variables along with the numbers. That is called as algebraic equation. See here example, x cube minus 4x minus 9 which is equal to 0. Now next, the equation involves non-algebraic quantities like e to the power x, log x, sin x or tan x, etc. are called as transcendental equation. Means the equation involving exponential factor or exponential term, then the trigonometric functions, then that equation is called as transcendental equation. That is called as transcendental. For example, x into e to the power x minus 2 which is equal to 0, or x log x minus 12 which is equal to 0. Even we can write sin 2x minus x which is also equal to 0, or cos 2x minus x which is also equal to 0. The equation involving the trigonometric terms and the exponential term, then that equation is called as transcendental equation. Now we'll move on to the next concept, that is numerical methods of finding approximate roots of the given equation is a iteration process. We are finding here the approximate roots for the given equation, that is called as iteration process. Now what do you mean by intermediate value property? That is, if there exist two values a and b such that f of x has the opposite signs. See here, for a particular equation, if there exist two values, that is a and b, or say x and y, such that f of x has opposite signs, that is f of a less than 0 and f of b greater than 0. When I multiply that f of a into f of b, I should get, or I must get, the answer should be less than 0. Here also it may f of a can be greater than 0 and f of b must be less than 0. One value must be less than 0 and the other value must be greater than 0. When I multiply both, the answer should be less than 0. Then only there exists one real root in that interval, that is a comma b. We'll go to the first method of the numerical methods, that is Newton-Raphson method. In short, we call it as NR method. The derivation is not there for your syllabus, only we have the formula. Based on the formula we have to solve the example. NR formula to find approximate value of given equation is given by xn plus 1 which is equal to xn minus f of xn divided by f dash of xn. See here, when n is equal to 0, then this will be x1 which is equal to x0 minus f of x0 divided by f dash of x0. This is the first iteration. In this whole equation, n is replaced by 0. When n is replaced by 0, then that equation is called as first iteration. Next, when I substitute n is equal to 1, then the above equation, the given formula becomes x2. That is x2 is equal to x1 minus f of x1 divided by f dash of x1. That is second iteration. Similarly, when I substitute n is equal to 3, then x3 is equal to x2 minus f of x2 divided by f dash of x2. That is your third iteration. We can do till the n plus 1 term. Now we'll solve the example on this, that is use NR method to find a real root of x cube minus 2x minus 5 which is equal to 0. Correct up to 3 decimal places. Here in the question they have given that correct up to 3 decimal places means when I do the iterations, or first iteration, second iteration, third iteration, so on, in which two consecutive iteration after the decimal point. After the decimal point, 3 digits must be same. Till there I have to do the iteration. Here f of x is equal to x cube minus 2x minus 5. I have to find, first step I have to find a and b. What are the values of a and b? See here, for a and b I have to substitute from 0. That is, if I substitute x as 0, the given equation becomes 0 cube minus 2 into 0 minus 5. Minus 5 which is less than 0. Now I will substitute f of 1. Here if I substitute f of 1, that is x is replaced by 1 means I'll get minus 6. Again that is also 0. Now go for this next value, that is 2. If I substitute 2 in the given equation, I'll get the answer as minus 1, which is again less than 0. Now next value, that is x is equal to 3. Then I'm going to get the answer as f of 3, which is equal to 16. 16 is greater than 0. Therefore consecutive, the previous number of 3 is 2. Therefore when I multiply minus 1 into 16 is minus 16, then of course it is less than 0. Therefore according to the condition a comma b, that is f of a into f of b must be less than 0. Here that condition is satisfied. Therefore the root lies between 2 and 3. 2 and 3, and the 2, whatever the number, that a value, whatever the value a, that will be your x naught. Now the first iteration, x1 which is equal to x naught minus f of x naught divided by f dash of x naught. X naught is 2 minus f of x naught. F of 2 is what? Minus 1. Therefore minus of minus 1 divided by f dash of 2. F dash means, here we have to find, this is f of x. Next f dash of x means 3x square minus 2. 3x square minus 2. In that equation I have to substitute x as 2. That is x as 2. 3x square means 3 2s are 6 minus 2. Then that is, calculate. First you have to do the f dash, that is 3x square minus 2. Then substitute the value of x as 2, that is 3 into 2 square, that is what? 4. 4 3s are 12. 12 minus 2 is 10. Here 10. Simplify it, you are going to get the answer as 2.1. Now next the second iteration. Second iteration will be given by x2 is equal to x1 minus f of x1 divided by f dash of x1. x1 we got here, then minus f of 2.1. In the given equation x is replaced by 2.1. Okay, next f dash you know, and in f dash you have to replace x as 2.1 and substitute the values. You are going to get the answer as 2.0946. Now x3 is equal to x2 minus f of x2 divided by f dash of x2. X2 we have calculated here. Next f of x2, this value we have to substitute in the given equation. In the given equation, divided by f dash we know, in that also x2 we have to substitute the values. Then simplify it, you are going to get the answer as 2.0946. Please observe the question. In the question they have said that corrected up to 3 decimal places. Therefore comparing the second iteration and the third iteration, after the decimal point, 3 decimals, the 3 digits are same. Therefore I am going to stop the next. I am not going to continue the problem. We are stopping here. Therefore the real root is 2.095 or 094 you can write. Please note here, if f of x is trigonometric function, then it's compulsory to keep the calculator in the radian mode. Here in the given question, please observe, in the given question, if f of x is a equation which consists of a trigonometric function, that either the sine, cos or tan, then please keep the calculator in the radian mode and then calculate the answer. Next example, derive an iterative formula to find root n and hence find root 12. They have told you to derive the iterative formula for root n and hence find the value of root 12. Please, this is important. Please note it. And I'll consider let x is equal to root n. It means that x square is equal to n. Then x square minus n, which is equal to 0. Then whatever the equation we got, we call it as f of x. When this is f of x, then f dash of x is equal to 2x. From the Newton-Raphson method, we have the formula that is xn plus 1, which is equal to xn minus f of xn divided by f dash of xn, which is equal to xn as it is f of xn. Here f of xn will be x is replaced by xn, therefore xn square minus n divided by f dash of xn means 2xn. Now simplify it, that is 2, take the LCM and simplify, that is 2x square n minus x square n plus n divided by 2xn. Now this 2x square minus 2x square n minus x square n will be x square n plus n divided by 2xn. I'll take that 1 by 2 out, then I'm going to remain with xn plus n by xn, which is the required root. Now we'll find the value of root l. Similarly, as we have done here, let n is equal to n, the number is there, therefore n is equal to the number, that is 12. F of x is equal to what? X square minus 12. Here x square minus n is there, here in place of n we have the number, therefore x square minus 12. Now find the value of a and b. Therefore when I substitute the x is equal to 0, minus 12 I'll get, which is less than 0. When I substitute 1, minus 11, it is not going to satisfy. When I substitute 2, I'll get minus 8, then also not satisfy. When I put 3, again it is not going to satisfy. When I put 4, the answer will be 4, it is greater than 0. Therefore the roots are 3 and 4. Then x0 is equal to 3. x1 is equal to, for this we have the formula, that is 1 by 2 xn plus n by xn. x1 is equal to 1 by 2 x0, we are calculating the first iteration, plus n is 12 by x0, which is equal to 1 by 2, 3 plus x0 is 3 plus 12 by 3, take the LCM, simplify, 3.5 is your answer. Next, x2 is equal to 1 by 2 x1 plus 12 by x1, replace the value of x1, simplify it and calculate it, you are going to get the answer as 3.4643. Then similarly x3 we have to do, we will get the answer as 3.4641. Now the question comes, till what? If they have not mentioned in the question till what iteration we have to continue the example, means after the decimal point at least 3 digits must come same, then you stop the iteration. If they have mentioned in the question itself, do the 3 iteration or do 4 iteration, then do that much only. Otherwise they will mention correct up to 2 decimal places or 3 decimal places, then up to that iteration you have to do. But here they have not mentioned anything, therefore after that decimal point at least 2 digits must be same, then you stop the example. That is, thus root 12 is equal to 3.4641. Okay, yeah, thank you.